Hey there, it's Jared Hamilton with the Hamilton Group at Cherry Creek Mortgage, and welcome to another edition of Java with Jared. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Hope you have a very wonderful weekend. Well, interest rates finished the week better, actually, this week than where they ended last week. And as I had said last week, we saw the unemployment report come out. That was a big shocker because, at least with one part of the survey, it showed that over 200,000 jobs were added to the economy, and that was almost double than what the market was perceiving, so it was a big shocker. Anything good for the economy is usually bad for interest rates, so that caused interest rates to drop, or actually rise rather dramatically. So, well, we fought our way back here a little bit because, as I also had mentioned, is that jobs number was really weird. There's actually two surveys that are done. There's a business survey which showed 204,000 jobs added to the economy, but then there's also the household survey that showed 735 jobs were gone or left. 735,000 people left the workforce, and so those numbers really didn't jive. There was almost 1 million jobs here that were, as a disconnect. So the data that we saw this week suggested that, hey, really this economy may not be as strong as maybe what those jobs numbers suggest. And so, in fact, we saw the Empire Index come out today, and that measures the New York region and the health there, and it was weaker than expected. So then we also saw Janet Yellen, who will be our new Fed chairperson here, and the first woman chairperson, so she will be in charge of the Fed. She was before Congress, and she also suggested that our economy is weak, and the Federal Reserve looks to continue this quantitative easing going forward. There's really no plans right now to really begin the tapering, and that's really going to overall help interest rates. The more quantitative easing that's in there in the market, that provides a lot of support for low interest rates. When that quantitative easing and the tapering begins to happen, that's going to cause interest rates to go up. So right now, again, according to Janet Yellen, it looks like it's going to be status quo here for some time. Most economists believe that we'll see quantitative easing continue into definitely the first part of 2014. Maybe something will happen to the middle of 2014. That will end. And some economists I'm hearing believe that quantitative easing may not happen till the very end of 2014. So we will see. But eventually these really low interest rates will end. And it's all right now about how much of this quantitative easing will continue. So I thought it would be really great to include some charts here. So I've got some really wonderful charts for you. Not only is the holiday season just a fantastic time to just touch base with clients and find out how they're doing, but also find out what their real estate plans are for 2014. And you can use these charts maybe to talk to them, let them know that it's, hey, better to take advantage of these things sooner rather than later. You know, if you want to buy a house, doing it sooner might be a really good thing to do, because eventually these rates will go up. This first chart just shows what's happened with interest rates for 2013. You can see that, they did get higher. The second chart, though, does a pretty good job explaining how the fears of quantitative easing ending will affect interest rates. So you can see here that from the middle of the year, it was perceived that the quantitative easing might begin ending. And so we saw interest rates rise. And then when it appeared that quantitative easing may not be over, interest rates fell again. So eventually when this coin flips, they're going to go back up. And in fact, this little chart here shows that the MBA believes that rates will keep pushing up well above 5%. And this final graph shows that we've got four different analysts here: Fannie Mae, National Association of Realtors, Freddie Mac, and Mortgage Bankers Association, all show that by the fourth quarter of 2014, they believe interest rates will be above 5%. And actually, the National Association of Realtors thinks that it's going to be almost mid 5.5%. So those things are really going to be good to show clients. And here's the reality: for every $200,000 of mortgage, if rates go up by 1%, that payment is going to go up by about $120 just because interest rates rose. And over the course of 30 years, that's going to equate to about a $43,000, a little bit over that, additional expense just because interest rates rose. So if someone takes advantage of it now and gets these really low rates, then they're going to save $43,000 compared to if rates had risen by 1% on a $200,000 mortgage over 30 years. So that's, I think, some important information for your clients to share. And we included a link here for you so you could use these charts. They're provided to us by Keeping Current Matters, and there are some really great charts. So share those with your clients. Hope you guys have a very wonderful weekend. If you have any questions, please give us a call if you're working this weekend. So are we. Again, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll be in touch with you next week. All right? Have a great day. Bye-bye.